Hello children, welcome to mathematics online class. Today we are going to discuss decimal form of rational numbers. Before going to explain this topic, let's recall the definition of rational number. Rational numbers. What are rational numbers? The numbers which are expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. P and q are integers and q not equal to 0. Such numbers are called rational numbers, right? So, this is the definition of rational number. Let us take an example, minus 2 by 5, and I will take one more example, minus 7 by 5, and one more, minus 11 by 3. Okay, we can say these three are rational numbers, right? Because both numerators and denominators are integers. So, integer by integer we can say it is rational number. Let us perform division here. So, minus 2 by 5. So, if we perform division, 5 0.4 times you will get 20. Okay. So, minus 2 by 5 decimal form we got minus 0.4. Okay. Minus 2 by 5 decimal form is minus 0.4. Now, second example, if you take minus 7 by 5, so if you perform division, 5 one time, 5, 7 minus 5, it is 2. So, decimal you can take here, 5 4 times, it is 20. So, minus 7 by 5, we got minus 1.4. Okay. Now, let us see the third example, minus 11 by 3. Let us perform division here. 3 is divisor, 11 is dividend, 3 times 9, 2 you will get, point you can take here. So, 20, 3 6 times 18, again 2 you will get, decimal is there, so you can write 1 0, 3 6 times 18. So, here again you will get remainder 2. Here remainder 2 is repeating, right? 2 is repeating, and here the quotient also 6 is repeating, right? Now, if you see the first example, so minus 0.4 you got decimal form, that is minus 0.4. So, in this case you got remainder 0. Now, in second example also you got the remainder 0. In third example, you did not get the remainder 0, where the remainder is repeating. So, when the remainder is repeating and the quotient also it is repeating, so if you perform division, you will get answer, that is minus 3.66, so on, where 6 is the digit which is repeating infinitely. Is it clear? So, in first example you got the remainder 0, so 4 after there is no other decimal here. So, this decimal is ending 0.4. So, this example is, this decimal we can say it is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. Now, the second example, again 1.4 after there is no other decimal here. Okay. So, it is ending. So, ending is terminating. So, we can say it is, second one is also what? Terminating decimal. Second one is also terminating decimal. Now, third one, see here minus 3.666, so on. 6 is not ending here, it is repeating infinitely. 6 is repeating and also it is not ending. So, that is why the name of the decimal we can see non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Is it clear? So, if you perform division, you will understand whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. See, all are in the form of p by q, minus 2 by 5, minus 7 by 5, minus 11 by 3. These all are like rational numbers only, but when you perform division, so you can able to see whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So, there are two types of decimal expansion of rational numbers. One is terminating decimal, other one is non-terminating repeating decimal. Now, if I perform division, okay, I can understand it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. If I perform division, then only we will understand, right? So instead of performing division, so how we can identify whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal? Let's take few examples here. 0.55, how can we write ratio form? We can write it as 55 by 100, right? 55 by 100, and if you do cancellation, you will get 11 by 20. 11 by 20, right? So here we can cancel it 11 times 5 in 5 table, and here 20 times, so 11 by 20. So now we can write the denominator 20 as 20, actually 4 into 5, so you can write 4, you can write as 2 square into 5. So I am writing the prime factorization of 20, that is 2 square into 5. Okay. Now let's see the second example. 1.164. 1.164. Now 1.164, you can write P by Q form 1164 by point after there are 3 digits, so the denominator is 1000. Now we can cancel it in 4 table, 4 2 times, that 250 into 4, okay, 250 into 4, and numerator you will get 4 2 times, 8, 4 9 times, and 4 1 time. So 291 you will get, numerator is 291 and the denominator is 250. Okay. Now I want to take the prime factorization of 250. 250 prime factorization, actually 250 is nothing but 25 into 10. 25 is not a prime number, so 25 we can write 5 into 5, 10 we can write 5 into 2, so therefore 250 we can write it as 2 into 5 cube. 2 into 5 cube. Okay. So these are the 2 examples I am taking here, and both examples are terminating decimal. These are terminating decimal, right? And we know how to write non-terminating repeating decimal into P by Q form, that it was discussed in grade 9th, right? Now here 192, if you observe these 2 examples, 0.55, when you are converting into P by Q form, initially you got the denominator 100, and later we did some cancellation here and you got 2 square into 5 as denominator. Okay. Now in second example, initially we got the denominator 1000, then after doing some cancellation you got the prime factorization, that is 2 into 5 cube. Okay. So initially you got the denominators like 100, 1000, 10,000, so on. If there is any possibility of cancellation, then it is converted into some factors here. Which factors you can see? 2 and 5 only. See the factors, only 2 and 5 will be there. For example, it is not cancelled, you got answer only 100. You got denominator is 100 only, if you don't cancel it. Okay, let's take example like 0.11. 0.11 we can write it as 11 by 100. Now can you do any cancellation for this? No, there is no cancellation here. Okay. Now initially you got 100, okay, then if you want to write as a prime factorization 100, what we can write, how we can write it? 2 square into 5 square. Okay. Now whenever it is terminating decimal, initially it can be having the denominators 10, 100, 1000, so on, and later after doing cancellation, or if you don't do the cancellation also, you can see the factors only 2 and 5. You can see 2 and 5. If there is any cancellation, then there will be change in the exponent of 2 and exponent of 5. If there is no cancellation part, then 2 and 5 both should have the same exponents, right? So from this what we can understand, if it is terminating decimal, then definitely the prime factorization of the denominator will have 2 and 5 are the factors. You cannot see another prime factor in the denominator. Okay, so that's why we can write one condition here. So if the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n, where m and n are non-negative integers, then definitely the rational number is having terminating decimal expansion. Okay, is it clear? If the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n, then it has terminating decimal expansion. Okay, now let's see some more examples and tell me whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So 17 by 2 square into 3 into 5 square. 17 by 2 square into 3 into 5 square. I said the denominator, it should be in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n. But here 3 is the extra digit, which is the prime factor in the denominator. So now this is an example for non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, is it clear? This is an example for non-terminating repeating decimal. It should have only the factors 2 and 5, or if it is only 2 to the power of 5 also okay, or if the denominator is only in the form of 5 to the power of n also okay, then also we can say it is terminating decimal. Okay, now let's take another example. So 13 by 32. 13 by 32, is it terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal? Okay, 13 by, now denominator is not in the form of prime factorization. So 32, how we can write prime factorization? 2 to the power of 5, right? Now what I said, if the denominator is only in the form of 2 to the power of m also, we can say it is terminating decimal. No? So this is an example for terminating decimal. This is also example for what? Terminating decimal only. Now if it is 11 by 125, then how can we say it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal? 11 by 125. So 125 prime factorization, how we can write? It is 5 cube, right? 11 by 5 cube. Now denominator is only in the form of 5 to the power of m, then also what I said, terminating decimal only. So this one also example for what? Terminating decimal. Okay, is it clear? The denominator will be in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n, where m and n are non-negative integers, I said. Okay, m and n are non-negative integers. So in this case, exponent of 5 is actually 0, whole number, and in this case the exponent of 2 is whole number. Okay, that's why we mentioned m and n are non-negative integers, nothing but m and n can be whole numbers also. Okay, is it clear? Now here one more type of question will be asked, like after how many decimals it terminates. The question will be asked, if it is terminating decimal, then after how many decimals it terminates. Well, let's take an example, 11 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 cube. 11 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 cube. Now tell me, after how many decimals it terminates? Let's see the maximum value of the exponent of 2 and exponent of 5. What is the maximum value of exponent of 2 and exponent of 5? Exponent of 2 is 5 here and exponent of 5 is 3 here. What is the maximum value of 5 and 3? 5 is the maximum value. Therefore, after 5 decimals it terminates. Now let's take another example. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 2 to the power of 2020 and 5 to the power of 2021. Check whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So we can say denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n. So it is terminating decimal. Then after how many decimals it terminates? After how many decimals it terminates? So after how many decimals? After 2021 decimals it terminates. Why? Because the maximum value of 2020 and 2021 is 2021. So we can say 2021. After 2021 decimals it terminates. Okay, is it clear? First question, either it can be terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal, and second question can be asked like after how many decimals it terminates. Now third type, the question will be asked if it is terminating decimal. Okay, write its decimal form without performing actual division. Okay, write the decimal form without doing actual division. Without doing division, we should write the decimal form. Okay, now let's see here. Example here, that is 11 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 cube. Now check whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So denominator in the form of 2 to the power of m into 5 to the power of n, so it is terminating decimal. Okay, now after how many decimals it terminates? So after 5 decimals it terminates. Okay, now then write its decimal form without actual performing division. So for that one, what we will do, see here, 11 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 cube. See, if I want the decimal form, then I want same exponents for 2 and also for 5. Here 2 exponent is 5, right? And here 5 exponent is 3. So I want equal exponents. If I want equal exponents, then I should multiply with a fraction, that is 5 square by 5 square. Already 2 is having highest power 5 comparing with 3. Okay, 3 power should be increased to 5. So 2 more 5s should be multiplied. So I am taking the fraction, that is 5 square by 5 square. Okay, now if you multiply 11 into 5 square is 25 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 cube into 5 square. So what you will get? 5 to the power of 5 you will get it. Now 11 into 25 you will get 11 5 times 55, 11 2 times 22 plus 5, 275 by 2 into, this is a to the power of m into b to the power of m, a into b whole to the power of m. So we can write 2 into 5 whole to the power of 5. So 275 by 10 to the power of 5. Now after how many decimals it terminates? 5 decimals. Then what is decimal form? That is 0.00275. Okay, is it clear? Now let's take one more example, then you will understand. 137 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 to the power of 7. 2 to the power of 5 into 5 to the power of 7. Okay, now is it terminating decimal? Yes, it is terminating decimal. After how many decimals it terminates? After 7 decimals it terminates. Okay, now I want same exponents for 2 and also for 5, right? 5 power is already 7, so here 2 power is 5. Now what should be multiplied here? 137 by 2 to the power of 5 into 5 to the power of 7. It should be multiplied with, here 5 power already 7 is there, so 2 power is less now comparing with 7. So I should multiply with a fraction, that is 2 square by 2 square. So that is 137 into 4 by 2 to the power of 5 into 2 to the power of 2, it is 2 to the power of 7 into 5 to the power of 7. Now multiply 137 into 4, 7 into 4 28, 4 into 3 12 plus 2 14, 4 plus 1 5, 548 by 10 to the power of 7. Therefore the decimal form is 0.00000548. Okay, 0.00000548. So in this way we can write the decimal form of rational numbers without performing long division.